This is Chris Kelly with your Peak Fitness Beginner Strength Circuit. The goal of our strength circuit is to pick 3 exercises that are going to act as the foundation for all of our physical development and work on getting stronger in these specific things. So rather than performing them in a circuit back to back, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on each one for a minute at a time. Now our 3 exercises this week or this month are push-ups, squats, and band pullbacks. All right, with a push-up, or with all the exercises actually, what I'm going to do is demonstrate 3 levels, and I want you to try to progress through those levels throughout the month. All right, the way it'll work is we're going 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. If you can make it through the full 40 seconds at whatever level you're on with good form, then you move to the next level. So everybody, I want you to start with level 1. If level 1 is pretty easy, then you move to level 2, and so on. So now, for the push-up, the way we start is we start on an elevation here. All right, so I have a step here, and what I want to do, proper form of the push-up consists of keeping my back flat on the table, getting my chest down, whatever surface that I'm pushing up on, and coming back up. What I don't want to see is leading with the hips or getting the elbows flared out. So my elbows are slightly tucked to my side, my back is flat like a table, everything's moving together, my chest and my back, and I'm coming up and down. All right? You can certainly use any elevated surface, and keep in mind the way that it works is we go from completely vertical, like a push-up on the wall here, which is going to be most easy, or which is going to be easiest because it's the least weight, or the least weight bearing, down to a table, down to chairs, down to a box like that. The closer I am to the ground, the harder it's going to be because the more body weight I'm bearing. Now for our second level, we have a floor push-up. All right, with the floor push-up, what I'm looking for here, I'm going to give myself a target. Again, my back is flat like a table, but the goal is eventually to get my chest down to whatever target that I'm pushing up on. You'll notice here that I have a blue pad here, so this is my target. If I were to remove this target, it would be harder to get to the ground because I have more range of motion to travel. So the way I like to kind of progress this is, rather than just going straight to the floor from the box, is to kind of give myself intermediary steps. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll stack several carpet squares on top of each other, or I'll use something like a pillow, and I'll just work that partial range of motion that I have access to at that time. All right, until eventually, I remove carpet squares until I can get to the floor. Now the other thing that you could do is simply lower. Okay, so with this, what I want to do is just think about holding with proper form, back is flat, elbows are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause at the bottom for a second, and come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, and come down. And with that, you can also certainly use lower down to a pad here with in the same fashion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and come down. Our last level would be a feet elevated push-up. All right, with this, all I'm doing is getting my feet up on a box, coming back down, and coming up. And again, you can certainly use the techniques that we described for the floor, for the elevated push-up for level 1, or for level 3. The point is, record your level, kind of find where you are that day, and then try to progress it the next time you do your strength workout. Now, for our second exercise, we have a goblet squat. The goblet squat begins by simply performing a bodyweight squat. So level 1, the way I teach the squat is I put a chair behind somebody and say, all right, I want you to stick your butt out like a bad dance move. Sit back, come back up, all right? So my hips are moving back before my knees ever move forward. And that's going to ensure that the weight stays on my heels and I'm using my butt to do the work versus my knees. So we have no knee pain here, all right? So in the beginning, if you're new to exercise or this is a new movement for you, use the chair, pause for 1 to 2 seconds, and come back up. To make this harder, what I can do is simply remove the chair, and eventually what I want to be able to do is get all the way down parallel and come back up. All right, from there, we can move to level 2, okay, where I'm holding external resistance. All right, I'll hold a small dumbbell, weight, whatever it may be. Again, sit back and come back up. And oftentimes, this is going to make it even better because this acts as a counterbalance and helps pull us down into this deep squat position. So again, think about just moving at a continuous pace, sit back on your heels, That's what I'm looking for. Our last level, level 3, would be a jump squat. With the jump squat, simply start in half squat position, jump, pause, jump, pause. And again, the same rules apply. I'm sticking my butt out. I'm landing in this half squat position. What I'm not doing is landing with my legs straight. So again, I'm trying to be quiet like a ninja. I don't want to slam the ground. I want to caress the ground. So again, move at a continuous pace. That's our 3 levels for the squat. Our last exercise is a band pullback. And with this, really no levels to it. You just simply squeeze your shoulder blades together as you pull back, let your shoulder blades come apart as you come forward. To make this harder, what you can do is bring your hands in. Okay, that's going to create more resistance. I pull back and I come forward. To make it easier, I would let my hands come out. So there's more slack in it when my hands are out here. There's less slack, meaning it's harder when my hands are in here. So again, 40 seconds of the push-up, 20-second rest period. 40 seconds of the squat, 20-second rest period. 40 seconds of the pullback, 20-second rest period. Repeat for a period of 10 minutes, so that would be 3 rounds of each, followed by 1 of the 4th. And that's your 10-minute circuit. Enjoy. If you need substitutions or you need to move up a level or you have questions, simply post in the forum. Enjoy.